Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Knitique in Elk Grove, California, and KnitiqueYarns.com, coming to you live on Fabulous Friday. We have, just today and tomorrow left to get entered into our grand prize drawing.
Crazy.
We'll give away a daily prize. We'll talk about the exciting new Likey needles that you can pre-order right now.
Very exciting.
We'll talk about a yarn and patterns to go with it. It's going to be a very full video this morning. So we'll just dive right in as everybody starts to pop on. I see the little number starting to tick up. It had kind of a delay of the video showing up this morning. Technology. You'd think I'd be used to it by now. I'm not. Okay. Grand prize. We have the Likey Lyra Tote in burgundy, which we actually just sold one of these yesterday to a lady from out of town. She was like, oh my gosh, I haven't seen these before. Are they new? So, see, very exciting. I know some of you are trying to hold off to see if you win it, but we only have a couple left. So you might not want to hold your breath because you can always use two.
This is true.
One can never have too many bags. I reference myself on that because I have a large quantity of bags and I still buy more. Yeah. So clearly, not too many.
You buy the gray, and then if you win the maroon, yay.
Yeah, there you go. See, then you have like a set because you have both colors. But it is a really cool bag with adjustable straps, a padded pocket for your tablet or your needles or whatever you want a little extra protection on that is a magnetic closure. Then there is a small zip pocket for all your small items, a nice deep bag to hold lots of yarn, and then the whole bag zips closed so you can keep everything secure, which is amazing if you are traveling, including just traveling in the car because people cut you off. You have to slam on the brakes. Your stuff ends up in the floorboards.
Not fun.
It's actually pretty impressive how far your stuff can go. I had small shiny squirrel moment. I had once where there was a minor fender bender car accident that teenage girl new to driving turned when she shouldn't have, and I was getting in my car to leave the parking lot and saw it and was like, I think I'm going to wait because, witness. And the lady that hit her got out of the car, fuming mad and all that. So I was like, I was glad I waited because I could kind of calm everybody down and be like, well, hold on. Let's take a breath. But her phone had gone all the way up under where your glove compartment is in your car. Because it had been either in her purse or sitting on the seat or something. So, see, you need a zip closer because her phone flew out of wherever it was.
Wow.
And nested itself. I had to call it to find it, and it was on vibrate, of course. Of course, when you lose your phone, it's on vibrate. And I'm doing this on the surfaces in the car while I'm calling it, trying to feel for the vibrations. And I'm it's coming from, really? I had to crane under there, but we found it. So get a zip bag. It will secure your stuff from crazy situations that you would never think would happen. Then along with the fantastic bag, we have a skein of Noro Akari in this beautiful blue palette. This one is a worsted weight yarn. It is over 500 yards in this gorgeous barrel ball, which is enough to make our included pattern, Sunset in the Desert. There are 3 sizes available. You can even make the largest size a little bit bigger if you want. Or you can make 2 smalls, a small and a medium, 2 mediums, a large and a small. You have lots of options with that one beautiful skein. Then we have some fabulous small accessories. We have our 144 locking stitch marker pack because, there's never enough stitch markers. As established yesterday, the furniture eats them. Then we have one of our favorite items, the class supplies tin, which includes a tape measure, some folding scissors with the iridescent rainbow markers in both small and large sizes, the locking stitch markers, and a tapestry needle. And that is all included with a tin to keep all of your bits and bobs organized. That way they don't all disappear in your bag. There's definitely a little room left over in the tin to where you can put some stitch stoppers in there. You can combine your supplies tin and your fit kit cords. Like, there's lots of room in that little box of goodness. Probably stash an emergency caramel.
These are the new caramels we got in Black Lava Sea Salt. They are, oh my goodness, so good. If you're in local, we have samples. If you're not local, if you request a sample, we will send it in your package.
It is finally cool enough that I think they will not be melty squishy by the time they get to you.
Yeah, let's hope. And the new Noro magazine, which are selling very, very fast. And for the new peeps joining us, normally our camera is tilted the other way, but Facebook will not let us right now, so.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's going to be a permanent thing or what.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting to uninstall and reinstall Facebook to see. Because an update definitely went through because the little, icon for the app is a darker shade of blue than it used to be. Like, I can tell that they've changed the icon. So I'm like, that means an update pushed through. What did y'all do?
Mm-hmm. There's several things it won't do as it used to.
We know they did something. All right, moving on to our daily prize. I was about ready to skip it. I may have already pinned the link for the
it didn't pin.
Needles.
So you're good.
Huh.
Yeah, they won't let us do that either.
We'll
post it again, and it'll be in the collective later and the YouTube description.
So we have for our daily prize one of Danielle's fun patterns. This is Chengdu, which is a super bulky pattern done with knits, pearls, yarn over knit two together, nothing crazy hard. So, a skein of Ross will do it, a skein of Savvy. We have it paired with a kind of single ply, 80% virgin wool, 20% acrylic bulky yarn. This is enough to make the small or medium size. And how you get entered into our daily drawings.
That's pretty soft.
Right? I think that was a donation from one of our reps. Right, Melanie? They're delicious. Okay, so how you get entered into the prize. If you react to the video, then you will get 1 entry per reaction. If you comment on the video, you will get 5 entries per comment. And then if you share the video to your friends, well, it did it once without being difficult, to your stories. There we go.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
Sorry, folks. It's hard to keep up with the screen this way.
I was going to say don't follow me, but too late.
Okay, I won't follow you tomorrow.
But so you share all the various places, then you just come back to the video and write shared to and where, and you're going to get 11 entries per share. Deborah said that blue is her favorite color. Okay, so then we'll come over to my handy dandy comment picker. I like making it full screen now that I discovered you can do that, because then you can't see all the annoying ads. And let's see who our lucky winner is.
Lisa Bowman, congratulations. we know you are local, so you can come visit us in the boutique and let us know you have a prize in the cabinet, and we will get it out of the cabinet for you. I lost my words. If you win and you're not local, next time you make a purchase, let us know in the notes that we have a prize. You have a prize, and we will include it in your pretty pink package.
Oh my gosh, now my pen's not working.
Less packages for the mail carrier, which he is greatly appreciative of. Quick look at our little cashmere coloring box kits we talked about yesterday. There's a sample done in the purple colorway. Quick little overview here. So pretty, pretty. I wonder if Lisa is watching. I don't think she watches live. She has to work.
Day job.
Yeah, those day jobs, I tell you, they get in the way of knitting or video watching. All right, what have we got today?
Needles. We have needles.
Ooh, needles.
I'm going to link again and attempt to pin again because technology.
Let us hope it works. Oh, Lisa is watching. Hot diggity. I do have a job, but yarn comes first. That's awesome.
Oh, row after my own heart.
Right?
I should have, because,
Ooh,
hold on.
they got a peek. I was going to ask if you were ready, and then you were right there.
I should have done this before I was...
Oh, right. Bear with us, folks.
I don't want to do it right next to the speaker, because that could be really loud.
Okay.
Okay,
Ready?
yes. Ta-da! Okay, if you've been anxiously awaiting from, I think, last year's Noro magazine ads, the Likey color with a U needle set, then you only have to wait a little bit longer. Now is the time to pre-order them. We have them put in the computer of how many we've ordered, so you can snag your set before they sell out, because definitely with how beautiful this set is and how early they advertised it, this is going to sell out. Oh, good. Darla said the link pinned on her phone.
Oh, yay. So
it's ignoring me, but you guys get to see it, so that works for me. I don't care if I can see it. Really, it doesn't matter. I already know where to get the needles. So Gilda loaned us her set so we can go over all of the beautiful details. Let me pull one pair out. It starts at a size 4 in the beautiful kind of blush rose pink. Then it goes to a 5 in this pretty tangerine orange, a 6 in the lemon yellow, a 7 in the sage green, and then the colors do repeat a little bit. Oh, well, not quite yet. This is more of a vermilion corally pink in the 8s. I lost my place. Then we have the purple 9s. Then the denim blue 10s. Then we do have the repeat begin here, 10.5, 11, 13, 15, and my favorite detail of this set, because interchangeable sets never come with these, 17s.
Seriously?
Yep. See if we can get it to
Yep, there it
focus.
is.
Proof that there is a size US 17 and or 12 millimeter in this set. These are a birch wood needle set, so they are very sturdy. I have the original Likey driftwood needles from forever ago. I've not had any of them split, crack, peel.
They're awesome.
Dent, nothing. I mean, if you chew on them, they're going to dent, but don't chew on your needles. I only say that because I had a lady once in my class that knit so tight that when she couldn't get the needles through, she would do things that you should not tell your dentist about, and she would kind of bite the end of the needle and pull it through the stitches.
Oh,
I'm like,
goodness.
We're going to need to teach you to knit looser, because you're going to break your teeth. You can't, that can't be joyful to knit that way. I'm like, no, we've got to, so we did. We taught her to knit much looser. Kind of like that gal, remember how we used to stand behind her and be like, don't tug, Nope,
Yes,
don't
yes,
stop.
yes, we had to help.
Every stitch. Like sometimes the type A urge for perfect stitches makes you knit so tight that you're taking the joy out of your knitting. And we will train that out of you if we see you do that, because we want you to enjoy knitting much, much more than that.
Yes.
So I'm pretty sure these would only damage if you bite them. So please don't bite them.
Ben had a question. They are birch.
Oh,
Which is wood, yes, but
my comments must not be refreshing because
no, it came through on
have
that
that one.
other
Well, that's weird.
the back end part. I don't know why, but I thought I would answer the question. So
Technology is so weird. Oh, actually, that maybe have been a question on something else because Danielle posted the mini minders,
oh, that would make sense.
which, ironically, those are also birch wood. That I'm
That's
pretty
funny.
sure. I'm pretty sure those are what they refer to as Baltic birch, which is a really lightweight birch wood.
Lonnie, you are correct. You don't want
Yes.
to knit on the tip. You need to scooch it all the way down, then do
Yes,
your
you
next
never want
stitch.
to leave your loops down here on this tapered part. You want to always slide it back to this straight part right here. Because imagine if you kept 3 stitches down here, how small this one is compared to how big this is here. And now you're trying to force that up on this big fat part.
I will confess, on Monday with my sister in the
Bad.
car, I did that on a 7, and we're like, why is this so tight? And I'm like, oh, I forgot to scooch them down.
And the ability to do that on a 7, you have a lot shorter tip because they can taper it a little more quickly on the smaller sizes. So there's not as much room for difference on a 7, but it still will give you a knitting headache. So don't do that.
Not a wise idea.
So we have this beautiful set of size 4 through 11 in the interchangeable
4 through 17.
I don't know why I said 11.
Numbers.
4 through 17 in the 5-inch interchangeables. There's a little snap pouch. I almost said magnet. Little snap pouch with all of your cords, your end stoppers. I think it's really fun that they're clear because then it doesn't take away from how beautiful and colorful the needle tips
definitely.
are. I also appreciate, for people who've never used interchangeables before, they include directions on how to assemble them. So in this little pouch are these funny looking little cord keys. I might have to take one out because that is very glittery. I just don't want to risk losing one. So they kind of look like a weird little pin, and you put that through the hole in the cord to give you the leverage to tighten your needles down all the way so they don't come apart when you're knitting. And then this is something I love. I've only ever seen these in sets. I've never seen them separately. But you have these little tubes.
Oh, Gilda says the cords are swivel.
Oh, awesome. So these little tubes are connectors so that you can add length to your cord. So if you're knitting something like a shawl that starts at 12 stitches and then magically grows to 500 stitches and your cord starts getting crowded, you can just attach a second cord and make it longer.
I have done that several times. It is the most handy feature.
Yeah, these are like one of those, because I've only ever seen them in interchangeable sets. They're a very high value accessory in my stash, and I keep very good track of those. So you've got all those doodads in the pocket. Ooh, thank you. Keep you organized. Then it does have, I'm not going to undo it because I don't want to be loud next to the speaker. Loud. But it does have this little Velcro thing so you can stand it up to make it easy to pluck your needles out of there. And so you can maybe set them up on your desk and enjoy the beautifulness. And then it also on this side has a zip pocket so you can keep accessories in there as well.
One more feature. They come in 3.5 inch.
Oh yeah, I'm not there yet. You're jumping the gun, friend. So that is the 5-inch set. I do not have a 3.5-inch set for display. Gilda was only sent 5-inch, so she could only loan us 5-inch. But the 3.5-inch set, which is what you would use for like hats, sleeves, fingerless gloves, all the small stuff is a size 3 through a 10.5. Because a size 17 on a tip that short would be like, no.
No, thank you.
No. It has 16-inch, 20-inch, and 24-inch cords, 2 connectors, 4 keys, and 8 stoppers.
20-inch is my favorite.
Here, I'll show them.
20 and 24 are my favorites for length.
So, and then, oops,
mouse.
No, I hit the space bar. But, so they're all going to be in the black case, because we've never had a black case before, so we thought it'd be nice to do the black, so that way if you have others of the Likey sets, it'd be easier for you to tell them apart. Because I think that's why we did that. That's what I'm going with, because it sounds reasonable. So you can pre-order both size needle sets right now. And really, because of how long they advertise these in advance of them being available, I anticipate these selling out. So you definitely want to do like Darla did and pre-order yours right now.
Hopefully the link pinned for everyone. I'm assuming so, since they showed for Darla.
Yeah, I would hope that if they showed for Darla, that means it showed for everyone. So those are the beautiful Likey color needle sets. Let me see if I can maybe like kind of tuck this under so that we can set it not too far aside, because I know you guys may want to drool over them again.
And it is C-O-L-O-U-R.
Yes.
So if you put in the regular spelling of color we're used to, it won't come up. So you got to have that U.
As we transition into beautiful new yarn, I will switch out the pinned link in just a moment. But we have this beautiful Millefiori light. Some of you are familiar with Millefiori light Luxe, which had glitter in it. But strangely enough, not everybody likes glitter, so we brought in the non-glitter version. This is 50% wool, 50% acrylic. It is very soft. It is a single ply sport weight yarn. And it gives the color shifting effect of yarns like spin cycle yarns for a lot less money per yard. And really, this is softer.
Yes, it is.
This is 350 yards for this one round ball, and it is color 6829 that I'm showing first. This beautiful kind of deep crayon box palette. Like, it's rainbow, but it's not electric.
It's also fall in a ball.
Yeah, it's fall rainbow.
Oh, that works.
Autumn bow? I have this problem with I want to combine words. I'm sorry. I'm a weirdo. You guys know this about me.
So pretty. Soft colors.
Yeah, it's kind of a navy, an evergreen, a gold. There's some rust, some cranberry, red violet. There's just so many shades. Like, I don't even think I can point them all out. I'd have to go like yard by yard. Like, I'd have to unball the yarn and be like, okay, well, here's this shade of green, and then this one, and this one. You guys might get sick of it by a certain point. And we'd only show one color that way.
Yeah, that might take a while to get through them all.
If you like colorful but want a little softer palette, or wanted to do one of those beautiful like shift or fade projects where the colors need to be real close, 6821 would be great, because it's like the softened, almost pastel version of color 29. So 29 is the dark, 21 is the light. You can see it gets a little more like kind of pink, sky blue. There's some lavender, some teal. So many good colors.
I did do the shift cowl out of this, but I don't think I got a finished picture.
Oh no.
I got an in-process picture.
We might have to post that later.
Yeah.
So, couple project ideas for our sweater knitters. This Pace Age cowl. My brain is not using the right words today. Passage Sweater by Amy Christoffers. It's a beautiful, simple pullover that's done in pieces. So our machine knitters, you need to write this one down.
Nice.
Because you can tell there's a seam right there. Seam, seam, therefore very sweater on the machine friendly project or hand knit, either way. But I always like to point out when it's one that you can do by machine, because our machine knitters, we have to kind of dig for more pattern ideas sometimes, and this one's perfect. Just a little drop shoulder, all stockinette. I'd probably put a little ribbing on the sleeve cuff because that's going to roll up, and for me that would drive me crazy, and then a little ribbing down here because I don't want roly-poly. I think they did garter stitch for maybe like 2 ridges, but it's just not quite enough.
Yeah.
And this one has sizes from 37 to 58 and is actually designed out of this yarn, so you can see how beautiful self-striping would look in a sweater. Then we have this Fizz Pop sweater, which this color work is really cute. I saw one in projects. They did everywhere that was gray in the Millefiori light, and then did a contrasting solid like Moonshine Fine or Merino Cloud for the body.
Nice.
So it just really made it pop.
Look at the sleeve options on that cuff.
Right? Like they've got mismatched, or it kind of does show you could do just a little simple edging, or you could do a little bit of the color work. They're showing a short-sleeved version, a long-sleeved version. I really think when they do that, they knit the short-sleeved version, bind off, model it, take the ribbing back out, and keep knitting, because I really don't think they knit 2 sweaters. I mean, maybe they did.
They might have. We don't know.
But size 34 to 64. And let me see if I go back in projects, if I can show you the one that I saw. There we go.
Oh, wow. That's really pretty.
Isn't that pretty? I mean, they used like really bright white, and their camera flash was on apparently. But it's gorgeous.
That is stunning.
They did the color work on both sleeves on theirs. But I saw that this morning and was like, oh, yes, please. All right, one more, and then I'll show you guys some more colors. This is Broderie, which is another shawl designed out of Millefiori Light. This is kind of similar to the Shift, but with some easy sections in between, so you get a break from all that slip stitch business. So you've got like a slip stitch section and then stockinette, and then a smaller slip stitch section and stockinette, and then slip stitch. So it's much easier. You get breaks where you can just knit, knit, knit. It's a big triangle shawl that you basically increase to the middle and then decrease back down. It would take 3 balls of this yarn, and they used 2 colors for theirs, 2 of one and 1 of the other. So you really do only have to get 3 balls. I think that one would be really fun in the like 2 rainbow versions.
Super subtle. You read Lisa's comment?
Yes, which, okay. I know that those of us who own cats can't do that, but not all knitters own cats, strangely enough.
Some dogs would do it too.
Yeah, if you let them down where they could get to them. I have pet sat some dogs that would destroy your needles in a heartbeat. So don't leave them where the fur babies can reach them, especially if you're going to display them. You might have to like have them in your craft room with the door closed. All right, here's some fun ones that are more in the blue-purple palette. Color 25 has purple, blue, and green. It's like the latter half of the rainbow. So you've got sage greens and teals. You've got a little cobalt popping out there, some red violet. kind of this like powdery blue-gray. So many beautiful colors.
I'm all over that one.
Right?
So pretty.
I could see you being all over the next one also.
Oh, yes, I hadn't seen that one. It was hiding from me.
Because this one is for the Blurple people, color 85. I just decided to do the last two numbers because they all start with 68. So 6885. But it's violet and lavender and navy and a little bit of cerulean blue right there. This soft muted gray teal. It's like the night sky.
I'll take that one, please.
I'll
Look
sell
how
it to
pretty
you.
those two would be together.
Right? Like if you want more contrast in doing stuff like any of the shift patterns, those would be really great. I could see you using 85 in this project.
Oh, I'm scared to look.
With, you know, your favorite merino cloud or moonshine find.
You guys look for me.
Because
Wow.
I saw one where they did everywhere that's this dark gray in the Millefiori light, and then a solid for everywhere that's the silver. Look how fun. Little eyelets in the garter sections in between, and then a short row section. So it's like you never get bored, even though it's a mostly knit shawl.
I might have to do that one.
I will show you why you have to do that one.
I've already seen why. Wow.
Because I'm pretty sure that is color 85.
It is. Ooh, with the, what's sport weight? The other one's fingering. 16 fingering in that
You
purple.
could probably get away with it.
Yeah.
Just get gauge. You're
Yeah.
fine.
It's a shawl. Who cares?
Well, get the same gauge between the two yarns, you know. When I say get gauge on a shawl, I'm being very loose about that. But it's just so pretty with the self-striping in the short row sections. And it's only going to take, I believe, one of the Millefiori light if you're using it for where the contrast color is, which is the dark gray. And then most of your contrasting yarns, it would be one skein of, like, the moonshine pine would be one skein.
Rita, you're funny. Oh, snap. I need that one, too.
You're welcome. Then this is a really fun one that you would do two different colors with, and you could make a couple of them that are fraternal for gifting. This is the lozenge cowl, probably because these little bubbles are shaped like a lozenge. But it's one of those kind of funnel-shaped cowls where you do straight, and then I don't know if it starts here and you decrease, or if it starts here and you increase, but you have some shaping to give it that kind of fits better over the shoulders shape.
I need a capelet.
And that one's a free pattern, so you could definitely, you know, afford more yarn that way. Its total yardage is equivalent to one skein of the yarn, so you could probably, since you do need two colors, you could probably size that up to make it more capelet sized. I'd help you with the math on that.
That's good. Oh, wait, I'd have to swatch first.
Just a little bit. Then we have this beautiful cowl designed out of one skein of the Millefiori light. My brain's not working today, you guys. It needs more coffee. This is a really fun, just rippling drop stitch section. I love this stitch pattern because it's basically knit wrapping the stitches multiple times, and it's a different quantity each stitch, and then the next row you drop all the extra loops off, and voila, it gives you this beautiful kind of rippling shape.
The trick to this one is use straight needles.
Yes, this is one of the few times that I actually say knit with straight needles, or make sure you knit with a brand of needles that has a really nice transition between the cord and the needles. You don't want any of those ones where they have the spindly little like filament cords, because your wraps will shrink a lot when they get down onto that tiny cord.
Just use straights and save your sanity.
I'm just gonna say, don't use any needles that we don't sell here, because some of them are a little scary. And this one is 2 balls for the infinity wrap length that they did. If you wanted more of a necklace length, you could totally get away with a one skein project. Melanie, I could see this being one of your, like, knit it for all of your friends projects.
Get one skein in each color, Melanie, and you'd be set.
Right?
And then you just sing, just keep knitting.
Then we have color 33, which is this beautiful lavender, denim, periwinkle, cornflower, charcoal, this kind of olivey gold silver, little highlights of white. It's a very wintry palette on that one. You're welcome, Melanie.
Get these two together.
Whoa.
Do that tide whatever with these two?
Oh yeah, you'd need 2 of your main color and 1 of your contrast. Or vice versa.
Oh, bad me. I need.
Good you.
Supposed to be making something for my kid.
I didn't say cast on for this one now. Buy the yarn, finish your kid's thing, and then cast on your thing.
Don't cast on? I don't understand.
I was trying to help you justify buying the yarn and still finishing your kid's thing. Oh. Then we have color 32. This one is going to make all the ocean people go, what? You've been holding out on me.
Mm-hmm.
Turquoise, spring green, a little periwinkle, some cobalt, some navy, some like deep water teal. So pretty. I love the sheen in this yarn, which is from the acrylic. It makes it look like there's silk in there, but makes it a much more affordable option than a silk blend would be. All right, then last but not least, we have color number 30, which is that beautiful earthy palette. There's some blush pink, there's some sand, some sage, muted teal, this dusty gray violet, some chocolate.
I'm like leaning like you are trying to see. Sorry, folks.
Like, don't be like the cat and follow me. Like,
Natalie, you need this one? It's number 32.
And then I've got a few more patterns that would work fantastic with this yarn. This is a crochet cowl called Omni.
That's pretty.
Melanie, if Joyce isn't on, you need to point this one out to her. It's got like an alternating, like a regular V-stitch and then like a double V-stitch, which is just 2 double crochets, chain space, 2 double crochets is what that looks like. So you have kind of a more sheer row and then a more solid row. This little kind of sawtooth edge just by, it looks like maybe skipping 1 or 2 stitches on the end. And it's going to be one with just a little baby seam in the back. So it's worked like a shawl and then seamed. And she's got this pulled through. Remember how...
Yes.
Why can't I think of her name now?
It's Darian.
Yes, I'm like, it starts with a D. I got that far. Darian showed us this trick with like the ponchos that a lady in a shop showed her for how to pull the corner through, and it looks like they did that on this cowl. Now I have to go play with a cowboy cowl and see if I can do the same thing, because it makes a cute little tie.
You could seam it with a twist.
But they didn't. They just pulled it through, because that's the same exact color. Okay. I'm going to have to play later and then tell you guys what I figure out once I figure it out. This would be, you could get 2 cowls out of 1 skein.
That's awesome with crochet.
Right? Because crochet is normally pretty yardage using uppering. I give up.
More yarn.
Yep. I'm like, I should probably just stop. My brain is not going today. So that one for the crocheters. Then this, sorry, Susan.
Sorry,
I've been holding out on you.
Oh.
This is Nalita. It's knit sideways. Because at first I was like, how'd they get their color to pool like that?
That is so
Because
optical
it looks like it's
illusion.
knit like a traditional triangle shawl this way, but the stripes are going this way. So at first I'm looking at it going,
My
did
mom
they
would love that.
did they plan pooling this and like make their colors
No.
work somehow? And
Whoa.
then I, started digging deeper and went, oh yeah, okay, I can see which direction the knitting's going. It's knit sideways. But it doesn't look like it's knit sideways. It's all mosaic knitting, so knits, slip stitches,
That's it.
increases at the edge, then decreases at the edge for the second half. But that's it.
I've got to go.
This is going to be one skein of the Millefiori Light Luxe and one skein of your favorite contrast color. Again, Moonshine Fine. You could use Cosette, Merino Cloud. There's lots of good options. Just check the Sport DK weight section. Stop it, Susan.
I can't help it.
Susan's trying to crane her neck and run off over here.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I got a couple more. This Dilwyn, which is really fun for those who want to kind of learn maybe
Oh, yeah.
like the mitered technique, because it's basically like you knit a triangle increasing and then you're doing another triangle that there's increases on this edge, but you're doing like a knit two together to connect it with these stitches over here. And then you do a triangle on this side and then a triangle. You keep alternating triangles until you have this whole beautiful scarf. And that one is one skein of the Millefiori Light. And it's a free pattern. So again, more budget for yarn because your pattern was free. All right, one more. Mostly because the name is adorable.
Oh, that's cute.
Unicorn. But, I mean, look how pretty it is in self-stripings.
Wow.
So you use your Millefiori Light for the top part, and then a contrasting solid for the bottom. And that one goes from a 36 to a 68. And let's see. First four sizes would only take one skein of Millefiori, the rest would only take two. And then depending on what yarn you're using, but most of the sport weight yarns like Moonshine or Merino Cloud would be two skeins for the first four sizes and then three skeins for the rest. Really not a lot of yarn required for that one. And it's beautiful. And the name's adorable. Who doesn't want a unicorn sweater?
Better click that button there.
Right? Like, you guys need to fix that and then save in favorites. All designers should do buy in store. You don't lose that much profit and you sell more patterns. So I'm like, come on, designers. Join the bandwagon.
Right there so we can see them all.
Right, I know. I'm like, wait, no, we have to do it the other way. I'm like, oh no, I forgot. We're not landscape anymore. Okay. I think we'll just move on to what are we wearing because I definitely filled out a nice video this morning. I might have to come around so that you can actually see. Oh, please. I am wearing one of my knit skirts. This is Little Flirt skirt. It is done out of a worsted weight yarn. It starts at the bottom. And you're doing this little knit purl pattern. So basically ribbing, but then there starts to be decreases in the purl columns. So it makes it look like a pleat, but no pleats were involved. Then you have this little eyelet row. Then knit, knit, knit. And this is one of the first patterns I did where they do this. Bigger needles, medium needles, small needles.
Nice.
And then it's a folded hem at the top. So you have this purl ridge where it folds nicely. Knit a little bit more, and then you kind of scoop up a stitch on the inside and knit it together so that it's a nice little tube for your elastic. Because don't knit skirts that don't have elastic. Like, they'll fall off. I love this one. I would knit this one again. All right. come around carefully so that I can show you guys what Susan is wearing.
Did that work?
No. No, I think it's supposed to go the other way. I think it's supposed to go this way.
This way?
Yeah. That one might be too big for that, but it was worth a try. Because it's just untwisting the back as you go. Okay. That one's too big for that. Don't try it with that one. She was trying to do that trick, but I think this particular
this one's a little loose.
Cowl is a little too big for that technique.
It's a little too big for me. I didn't make this one, but you know.
This is Karen's.
It'll go with my shoulders though.
Karen will magically throw it on and it'll look
great
perfect
on her. But it's called Impulse. It's by the same people that did Roadrunner DK. They got a whole bunch in that series. But this is the Cloud Tweed. Less than one ball.
She did another one already too, right?
Yeah, that one's
quick and easy project because we've had Cloud Tweed for like 5 minutes and she's already made 2 samples out of it because she's a speedy good
the other one's regular Cloud, but I haven't seen it together yet. So
Cloud Tweed.
Close enough.
Same thing.
It's nice and warm too.
Right? Those lightweight chainette yarns are warmer than they look. Okay. I think that'll be that, you guys. So I will go print off everybody's pre-orders and see how many needle sets are even left available. And then your orders of the Millefiori. We'll get ready to open the boutique. We have class from 12 to 2 today, and we'll see you guys again tomorrow. Have an amazing day.